kanya, kau Jesus. Pagkitriman kung talanara, Thursday kanya, kau Jesus. Ay, risolve dominado lo.
Hey, so I'm here to talk about the Oregon Ren Faire 2025. I'm wearing my tunic that I wore. I made it with just having some like, what's like tassels, like they're just like cloth that I tore up that of another black t-shirt that I just tied together to make it look like more of a tunic, and then there's slight leather detailing along here that I just wanted to restitch some leather into there. I'm probably honestly going to take it out of this and reuse this, but it was a shirt that was going to like not really get used anyway. But I wanted to talk to you about the Oregon Ren Faire 2025. It was super fun. I had a blast, and yeah, let's get right into it. So first, when we walked right in, the first tent that we went to, so I went with my dad. And the first tent we went to was the Swords and Knives tent that we first saw. There were so many of them, but we saw this one that was just gorgeous, and from just the outside of just like all the swords on display along a wall, and there were so many different kinds. There was a blue one that I really liked, and then there was one that had this engraving that we were Googling that said like "Go into battle" or something. I don't remember what it said. But it was a really beautiful sword. It was really cool to see. And then they also had scissors that were really nice. Way later on, when we were wandering around, we also saw some Damascus blades from some, there were a couple different forgers that I saw that were from, that had been on Forged in Fire. And that, I'm a huge fan of that show. If you haven't watched Forged in Fire, honestly, check out their episodes. I should have them still, and if I do, they're here. Ta-da! Served on a platter for you. So then we wandered around and saw some wands. This was from Willowroot Wands, and they had also little gem hats. They had like little like amethysts and like different gems that were like made into little witches hats. It was very cute. They also had these beaded bugs. I loved them. I loved the work they had in there. It was gorgeous. And yeah, I thought I'd give a shout out to them. I'm going to give a couple shout outs to people. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't know them. I'm just a small little dude who likes to make YouTube videos. And I saw them and liked their stuff, and so they deserve a shout out. Moving on, we ended up seeing these snail backpacks that were like, I want to say felted. They're you can see them now. They're gorgeous. They had also these hats that were like mushroom hats and different kinds of hats. I want to say there was like a strawberry one. It was very cute. And then they also had these really sick heads that were like made out of different types of animals that put together to make a weird cool head. Wild. I didn't get any videos of that, but I wish I did. I just got really anxious. That was by Pamela Offret's designs. So again, they're on the screen. Check them out. I'll also have all this written down in the description. This video is taking too long for me for a reason. Then, one of the coolest things we saw was hand-blown glass. So I put some of the preview of their stuff in the intro. The little axolotls, so cute. It was by Sunshine Glass Gifts. I would suggest looking at their stuff. I know they had some 420 stuff if that's interesting to you. And then they also had these mushrooms that were so gorgeous, that they had so much beautiful art stuff. That they were like mushrooms within mushrooms inside of them. And then there was like ink cap mushrooms and so much more, and beads. It was gorgeous. Oh, and I almost forgot. There were freaking octopus shot glasses. Can't forget about those. I thought they were sick. But then, speaking of octopus, my dad was trying to get some stuff for my stepmom, and we were looking at pottery stuff. I'm so sorry if you hear my neighbor's saw going off. but we were looking at pottery stuff for her, and there was these like coffee makers. So cool, loved them. Could not. I wish I had the information for them. I don't think I do. If I do, I'll have it somewhere on screen, and that's how you know it will also be in the description. But they also had these faces cups. I don't know if I got any good pictures of them, but they were so cool. All of it was so cool. I tried to mainly take videos, mainly because of this, if we're being real. But I wish I took more pictures. Yeah, so then this is when this video takes a bit of a turn. There's going to be a warning in the next couple clips, but first, I have to warn you of something less serious. It's gonna be a different clip. I filmed it last night, and the beginning clip became corrupted, so you're gonna see me from last night. I've got makeup on, it's dark, you're welcome, the lighting's bad. I might pop in periodically with good lighting. I'm sorry if that's jarring. I'll try to make a warning if I realize it's really jarring. And if I don't and it's jarring, I'm sorry. Complain below. Feel free, I will listen, and I will do better next time. This is about me relearning video skills, and also getting myself confident enough to talk in front of the camera, and also because it's just fun. So, feel free to comment any suggestions or anything if you see this. And if not, and it's just me watching in the future, sup bro. Anyways, here's me from last night. This is when I have to give a big warning. There is now going to be content of animal bones and pelts and animal, and I have like a tail to show off. If any of that freaks you out or makes you uncomfortable, totally understandable. Skip to this timestamp on the screen right now. We're gonna sit here with it on for a second just so you can really like contemplate. Do you want to see this? So now that everyone is here that feels safe, we saw a place that was selling bones and pelts that were ethically gotten, and it was such beautiful pelts that they had, like such well taken care of, well tanned. It was so fascinating. They were really nice, and so I ended up coming back and buying a tail. Now this tail is, I believe, a wolf, based on the white tip and how thick it is. I would say this is a wolf tail. But it is very, very pretty. And I love it so much. And I'm very grateful for whatever wolf or animal passed this along to me and was able to give this after their life had come to an end. It is meaningful to me. I don't know. Yeah, I think that this is a very beautiful tail that my dad convinced me to buy. I was like, which one should I get? And he was like, that one. And can I just mention off the top, I'm a furry. This didn't tell you, I am a furry. But this is my beautiful tail that I now have. It was a little expensive, but worth it for what it is, and knowing that I got it ethically. It has to go into a glass case so my cat doesn't get it. So I'm gonna go put this back. Cool. Now that everyone can join us here, and is past all of the things that should be triggering, we are now going to watch someone eat fire and throw knives at someone. So if that's triggering, here's the time skip. I understand it can be a lot to watch, but it was very entertaining and very fun, and it felt like a real Daredevil magic act in front of us, because it was real, but it was also like you knew what the trick. I could tell some of the tiny tricks that were happening, and it was impressive. It was very impressive. It takes a lot of skill. Anyways, the time. Go have fun. But bye now. Go watch fire eating.
Wow, mixed crowd today. All right. No, please. Just hold your applause till I do something impressive. You've been so good at holding it thus far. Alright. Phenomena. Phenomena. You just made me so happy. And the breeze picks up right on cue. What'd I do to you? Today? What, I got a punch card going. Commit 9 sins, get the 10th free. Got it, okay. Oh,
Wow.
thanks. Oh no, stop. You're too kind, stop.
He walked over, handed off, and grabbed another one.
I call that the flaming booby tassels of death. That way. Let's have a talk, shall we? You're gonna behave. You're gonna do what I want you to do. Yes, you are. Because all these people are watching.
Did I help her?
You're just not gonna behave, are you? I appreciate the pity. You might want to save it though. I got a very weak finish. Ask my wife. I could stand up here and just keep eating fire, but I'm not going to. Because you've seen the basic skill. Light the fire, put the fire in your mouth, put the fire out. Anything I do now with it, it's just a variation on that same thing. So we're going to move along to the next thing with the fire. A toast! For all my drinking pals. I'm not a role model. Cheers.
Gonna spit fire.
I cast fireball!
2 torches. A slight cross breeze. I did touch the fire, and you know you should never play with fire. You play with fire, you'll wet the bed. You should see my sheets. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. All right. Knife throwing. Yeah. And the way this works is real simple. See, in just a moment, my partner's going to come out here and stand up on this board. Then I'm going to throw 6 1095 high carbon steel competition regulation throwing knives around her. You notice I say I'm going to throw the knives around her and not at her. Because one's entertainment and one's a felony. I'll be doing what's called half spin throws. It's where you hold the knife by the blade end here. Got to be a little careful and watch the tip. Just the tip. That was stupid. I stand about 7.5 feet from the board. Rear back, release, and the knife sticks in. Now, folks, there is a trick way to do this act. But it involves offstage assistance hidden behind the board, duplicate knives on spring loads, special slots cut in the wood, all kinds of gimmicks. But the simple fact is, we're not magicians. We're not that talented. Thanks. So we do this the only way we know how. Folks, give it up one time for my beautiful wife, Miss Crimson Loxley! All right, Crimson will get on the board, I'll throw the knives. 3 on either side of her, and then we'll progressively move along to the more dangerous routines. I know, kid, trust me, it gets better. Here we go. You know, folks, that's right, parents, if you're looking for a role model for your kids, forget people like the Kardashians, you need a badass like this woman right here. It's true. I notice a glorious lack of men cheering them. It's okay, ladies, I would have picked the bear too. So, all right, Crimson, here we go. One knife coming in on your left. Now we got another one coming in on the right. Now we got one more on the left. Keep it going, folks. Keep it going. Loud and proud. Keep that going. Keep it going. Keep it going. That energy means a lot, because here we go with one more Crimson Left Leg. I'll throw one knife to the board first so she knows where I'd like her to stand. Now I have to throw the other 5 knives directly in front of her and try to bring them in a little bit closer. All right, Crimson, coming in right in front of me. We got another one coming in. Here we go. We got 3 more. Got to bring it in just a little bit. There we go. One more, folks. Here we go. Crimson Left Leg. Doubling the risks and hopefully doubling the applause. Got to throw these ones a little bit harder. Ready? Loud and proud, folks. All right. Crimson, here we go. We got 2 knives coming in on your left. Here we go. Right, Crimson, we got 2 knives coming in on your right. Here we go. Crimson Left Leg! To be off from mark from where we've rehearsed. Because if I screw this one up, or if she's off her mark even just half an inch, this could potentially end a lot differently than we want it to. You see, because Crimson's going to come out here, stand up on that board, and she's going to unroll a sheet of paper in front of her like a screen. Then I have to throw through the paper and hopefully around her. Hey, Crimson, whenever you're ready, you just let me know.
I don't even know why I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I know. Today's all against you. You know what? I don't feel good about that. Move this way. Yeah, no, I know. The wind is angry today. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's do this one more time. Here we go. All right, Crimson, coming in on your left. Here we go. We got one knife in on the left. Got another one coming in on the right. Got another one coming in on the left. Got one more coming in on the right. Crimson Left Leg! Not much. You deserve it for this. You deserve it for this one.
Hey, so I'm sick, so I'm with my boyfriend Squishmallow, his gay frog. I am getting better, but you can probably hear it in my voice, but I wanted to end off this video finally because I've been working on it forever. It is currently June 30th today, so it's the last day of Pride. So I wanted to share one last thing from, two last things actually, from the Ren Faire. One was this really funny assortment of flags that I saw that my brain just took it as a bunch of pride flags together and the British flag. Or the United Kingdom flag, British, whatever. And I just thought it was really funny, so I thought I'd share that. And then the last thing was Silverstone Apothecary. I got their card. You can't really see it, but I got their card. I'll leave information for them. They were a local business that does curly hair products. I have curly hair, and you can't really see it right now because it's up, but you can see I got curls. They gave me some suggestions of products, and they were really nice and wonderful people, and I met the owner. She was really nice. I believe she was the owner. Either way, she was really nice, and I wanted to give a shout out to them because there's never enough curly hair products out there. So please go share them some love. If you have curly hair, check them out. They're silicone-free products. Again, not sponsored, just happy to support local businesses. But anyways, that was my Ren Faire 2025 video. It was super duper fun. Sorry I sound super sick right now, but it was a blast. I loved the Ren Faire so much, and can't wait to go back again next year. And I don't know, maybe I'll dress up as a gay frog to match him. Or maybe a skeleton to match my skelly boy. Who knows? I'm gonna end this out because it's really hot and I want to turn back on my fans. So, peace. I hope you have a great rest of your day. As Miss Frizzle would say, take chances, make mistakes, get messy, and do something intentionally kind for yourself. He says so. You have to, because the frog said to. Anyways, bye.